Let this be the perfect battle.
Alrighty, hello everybody, hello, my name is, well, Vincent for the first time. I'm gonna introduce myself like this, and here is my buddy, Annabel!
I'm a rock star! Hey guys, what's up?
And today we are talking about the discussions of true love at first sight, dick pics, and the Fine Bros fiasco.
We may have to reevaluate our decision. Nope, too late. You're hanging with us now.
Oh boy, yes. Which one do you want to start with, man?
I say we start on the true love thing because this topic was brought to you by Channel Awesome's own Nostalgia Critic.
Link in the description below for that video.
Yes. And the argument is true love really at first sight, everyone? We disagree.
Well, I don't know why you disagree, but for me, love is not like that. I mean, you might feel affection towards someone, you might feel lust towards someone, but real, true love takes so much fucking time, effort. You can't just be like, oh my god, I saw him and everything was magical. I knew he was the one just by the way that he was, like, looking at me. It's like, that's not how that works.
Well, that's her argument, and she is, quite frankly, one of the smartest of all of my friends. And I should know, I've had a lot of very smart friends this year. But for me, I think that true love does not exist at first sight because, well, I kind of like to, well, as a writer, I always have to go into my old inspirations of things, of like Faramis and Thisbe, the inspiration behind Romeo and Juliet. They thought they were in love because they were teenagers when they first saw each other, but they weren't in love. They were kids that were in teen love, and yet they lost their lives for it because people didn't want them together. And yet comparing it to an adult relationship where it's like, you see someone at a business meeting and you think they're the one, and so you try to take them out on a couple of dates, but it doesn't work out, but that person might be stalkerish and come after you. That won't work.
You are technically correct. The best kind of correct.
Like, going off that, I think the big thing is we as a culture have been brought up to believe in true love, but I don't think just saying, oh, it's because we all watch Disney movies or read fairy tales. We need to take some personal responsibility here. We all want to believe in the fantasy of there's someone out there that we will just look at and we will know everything with them is perfect. I mean, I've wanted that. I'm pretty sure you have too. But I don't think that's how it can work at all in the real world. You can love someone, but to love them means that you need to put in work. It means, I love you. Oh, I love you so much. That is not a relationship. I think in our society, we kind of put this pedestal on love. This idea of love, like, you know, everyone needs to have the perfect relationship, never fight, never argue, never disagree with each other, because then you aren't really in love.
Yes! Yes!
I completely agree with all of that. And I think it also stems from both of us actually going through relationships ourselves and going through that structure. Because it can be sort of non-existent for true love when you've gone through so many bad relationships.
Oh yeah. I mean, I can't speak for you, but when I met my, my current boyfriend, and hey honey, if you're watching this, I love you. It was not true love at first sight or anything like that. It was hard, it was difficult, but I would not get rid of it, I would not get rid of the love that I have for this guy. What about you? I know that you have a very sweet girlfriend. Yeah, Mom?
I admit, though I should view you as an enemy, I can't, because you left me with great memories.
I get you.
Instead of having it just being focused on just being at first sight, it does pan out to being something more than just a simple I found this person at first sight, I'm going to marry that person. It never turns into that for anyone that's new into a relationship, for all of you young cats out there watching this. It's always a really, really taxing sort of challenge to actually find the person you want to settle down with and keep in your life for a relationship. It's the same thing for having a best friend like Annabel. It takes work, it takes effort, it takes time, and it takes just being a solid connection with the person. Otherwise, you cannot really have any true relationships in life.
Exactly, and I completely agree with that. With relationships, whether it be romantic ones or the relationship you and I have, which are just very close friends, you can't have that unless you are willing to be vulnerable. And I think in our society we don't let ourselves be vulnerable that much anymore because of social media. And we kind of live in an age where you and I being friends is kind of an anomaly. At least that's how it seems if you just were looking through the glass of social media. Because if you look through that, we could not be friends by that mentality because, it's like, well, if you're friends with him, you're friend zoning him. Or, oh, he's friend zoning you. When really, not everyone that you're going to meet, you're going to fall in love with. And I think that is the biggest problem we have in the Facebook, Tumblr generation.
And just watch all the people make fan fiction about us over the years.
I'm not going to think about that right now. Please, no. But, our friendship is based off of a form of love. I mean, I love you, you love me. But, we don't love each other in the, oh, I'm going to marry this guy kind of crap.
Oh, God,
just
no.
friends.
Yeah, I see you more as like family than as a romantic interest.
I see you as my brother, pretty much. But I feel like in our generation and in this era that we live in, that's kind of been taken away, And it's been taken away by, in a lot of ways, hookup culture in some ways, and by the culture of Tumblr, which I'm not a big fan of Tumblr, but it's a culture of perfect relationships or GTFO. And every person that you come in contact with has to be a romantic connection, and it has to always be like a movie, and you have to ride off into the sunset, and the only important thing is to get married. Going back to the Walker Brother video that we were both talking about earlier, Garnet from Steven Universe put it perfectly. Relationships are hard. They take time and effort, and you can fool yourself into believing in love at first sight, but that's not reality. It's not how life is.
You got me.
And I think a lot of people realize that after time, but then there are those people who are our age who still believe in that crap. And I know that Vince has a story of having met someone who has the true love mentality story.
Yeah, it kind of spanned a few years back when I was doing some work for a job I was doing, and it was this one couple that was going on and on while I was trying to do a survey. It was like, oh my god, I found the most amazing person in the world. We were at this Eminem concert, and we just fell in love at first sight. I mean, sure, he was holding my hair back to puke, but I just knew he was the one for me forever, and that's how we fell in love. I was like, okay, that's nice, but you see the amount of fucks I give on my face? I just want you to take a survey.
I just want to do my job, man. I don't get paid enough for this shit. With me, I do have a story like that. I was working a job at what's basically a sex shop.
A sex shop?
I mean, they'll sell
t-shirts.
t-shirts.
A sex shop?
Exactly, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about.
I don't care about any of this.
It's a special place in the mall that you would not take your grandmother into. But I was working there, and my job title, I shit you not, was dildo sales girl. Yeah. But this couple came in, and they were like, oh, we're looking for something that'll help us ovulate and will like help us make a baby. And I was like,
Son of a bitch.
okay. By the way, this couple looked like they were a couple of years younger than me, like maybe 16, 17. I was 19 at the time. And it's just like, okay, okay. And after a while, they just kept going on, and she said the weirdest fucking thing. I knew he was the one when he sent me a dick pic. It's like...
Leads us to our next topic of dick pics. Why are those a thing, and why do people enjoy getting those? Sponsored by this awkward topic.
You should go first on this. Give us the male perspective.
As a male and semi-feminist, because according to some feminists, as a dude, I can't be a feminist because I have a penis.
Fuck them.
When it comes to dick pics, I kind of think to myself, okay, you are sending a shriveled up turtleneck to someone, and you're supposed to make it seem attractive. I don't like looking at my own penis, and yet dudes are sending it left and right to some chicks on Snapchat, on the dark side of Twitter, on Facebook, over the phones, sometimes over Skypes. And it's kind of like, you are proud of this shriveled up turtleneck head thing that you're sending it to a lady?
As a girl, I don't like getting dick pics. Okay? Like, randomly, I'm going on Facebook, I'm just checking my messages, and out of nowhere, dick pic. It's like, what the hell? I don't even know you! Why are you sending me a picture of your penis?
It just raises too many questions. Sorry.
Like, okay, I get it. Men are visual. But
Most
women
men.
are not exactly like that. We don't want to see your dick. At least I don't. I mean, okay, I will admit, as every other girl in a relationship will, sometimes when you're getting hot and heavy with your boyfriend, you might send each other some dirty, dirty pics.
Like
But
all of you young children out there over the age of 14.
by the way, you shouldn't be sending those pictures to someone that you've only been talking to for 1.5 weeks. Seriously, don't send nude pictures or dick pics to someone that you haven't been with for a long time and that you know you can trust. Just saying. But seriously, why do you send a dick pic? If you want my attention, if you want any girl's attention, send her a poem. Send her a message saying, "Hi, I think your hair looks nice," or "Oh my god, you did great on your makeup," or "Do you want to eat?" Seriously, this will get you farther than sending up a shriveled up dick. And also, boys, I know that you think your dick is like massive, like this. Yeah, no, it looks more like this. Size and
With
yeah. We do not think you have porn star dick. We think that you have something like this.
And to be honest, all
Yes.
porn star penises are just from dudes taking massive amount of pills to just stave off ejaculation and to kind of contain the entire erection for that period of time. I learned this because I have like 3 different friends in the porn industry that told me all these tricks.
You disgust me. Go on.
I would find that very uncomfortable. Like, I don't have a
It's
penis.
stated to be
So-
uncomfortable, but to the people that they've talked to about this after taking it for a series of years, it's kind of numbing.
Note to self, never do porn.
Well, for a woman, you'd be paid a lot more than a man unless he does gay porn.
Don't you love how gender equality is like in every other industry? I'd get paid like 78 cents for every dollar you make, but in porn, I'd be rolling in money in comparison to you. That is sad.
The sad factor of the porn industry is that women actually would be paid just like $300 for just a simple boob slip, but for full-on sexual act solo or with one partner, it's kind of like maybe $500 per scene that you film making up to maybe $3,000 for just 6 scenes? Don't you even think about it?
I wasn't thinking about it.
You sit on a throne of lies.
I totally wasn't thinking about that so that I could pay off my fucking student loans that I don't have yet, but probably will in a few years. I totally wasn't thinking of pulling a Bella Knox.
Bella who?
Just out of curiosity. Oh, you never heard about her?
I don't watch porn.
Oh, she was, it's kind of a sad state in the United States, when this young girl got into Duke, but she didn't get a lot of money in scholarships.
Wait, are you talking about Library Girl?
I don't know. Maybe. She was this girl who, she got into Duke University. She didn't get a lot of scholarships. And Duke is very expensive. And so she weighed her options and she's like, I can't afford to live on minimum wage and go to school at the same time. So she Googled how to be a porn star. And she became a porn star, and she has paid off her student loans, but she's also gotten death threats and been told that she might need to leave the university because they find her doing porn offensive to their brand, pretty much.
Oh, it's a different university student that I was thinking of. I was thinking of this one girl that went to Michigan State and just filmed a porn in the student library while people were still in there.
I have the weirdest boner.
I wouldn't even do that.
We just edited out something very personal, but anyway.
Guys, that was a joke. It was a joke. No. Come on. Still, I don't know. Why would people send dick pics? I get it. Guys want boob shots, but
I think when it comes to guys, it's kind of like, well, they have everything that we desire and all we have is our dicks. Well, don't we have our personalities? We only have our dicks. What about our minds, our individuality, our spirit? We only have our dicks, Frank. We only have those.
But what about...
Frank! We only have our dicks.
Fine, but I'm still sending her flowers. Seriously though, guys, if you want a girl to like you, talk to her. Or just send her virtual flowers.
Your penis is never the answer.
Yeah, I can't think of any situation where your penis would be the answer, so don't use your dick.
I mean, the only time that it actually the answer is like, I want to have your baby. Are we dating? Yes. Are we gonna get married? Yes.
Okay. Speaking of that, I know this is kind of off topic, but what is with all the teen mom channels on YouTube that I keep coming across?
I've actually found one recently that I was just like, what the hell? It was this person that was 15 when she was pregnant with her daughter, and she's using the YouTube residuals to take care of her now 2-year-old daughter. Then there was the weird 12-year-old that had a pregnancy story.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Like, to all the teen moms out there, we're not hating on you for you being a mom. It's
Not
just,
at all.
for a society as big as we have, at least in America, because we too are foreign, we don't understand your logic.
It just, okay, before any girls think that I'm, like, being one of those bitchy hater girls, or whatever the fuck the teenagers call it these days.
I don't know. Kids are weird.
I know. But I went to a high school where the majority of girls were either pregnant or already mothers, and most of the guys there were dads. It's not like how you see it on TV, okay? It is hard. It is almost impossible in my mind to raise a kid while you yourself are still in high school. And you know what? If you think you're ready, if you think you've got enough money to support it, which by the way, minimum wage cannot support a child. in my opinion.
It's not. Trust me.
It's like, also girls, just between us, having a baby will not make him stay. Okay?
You'll not get the reaction that you want. But speaking of reactions,
Oh Jesus, not.
we are finally segueing to our final topic. We're gonna go back to the Teen Mom thing in a later video, but we gotta talk about the biggest controversy on YouTube in the past few days. The Fine Bros trying to trademark the React thing and trying to make React World. You are an idiot! This coming from everyone that's been trash talking Fine Bros. And we mean everyone.
Exactly, everyone has talked.
Even Jinx.
Yeah. Even Jinx. I think even Todd in the Shadows kind of fucking talked about it a bit. Look, on paper, I think React World looked interesting, you know, but the execution didn't work. And the biggest problem is you can't.
Uh-oh, this can't be right.
Trademark something as vague as reaction, in my opinion. Like, right now, I could say Purple Monkey dishwasher and Vince could react, and you know, we could go, Vince reacts to crazy random white girl. But, exactly. And because of how the copyright system on YouTube is formed right now, this video would probably get pulled. That is a subject for another video. But at the same time, I think everyone kind of knows this shit is fucked.
But getting back to the controversy that we're already dealing with.
Exactly.
My own problem with how the Fine Bros were going about it is they didn't think it through properly. They were kind of like, we're gonna make a good profit by just having all of our React people having a steady paying job, even more than what they have, by even setting up a network where we can even get more people lined up, and no one will have a problem us trademarking reactions when there are thousands of other reaction videos that came out before and after we did.
You magnificent bastard, I read your book!
We're doing a service for YouTube, but in reality, people are kind of like, did you guys even think the entire product through?
Look, how do I put this? Look, I've seen elders react, I have seen teens react, I've seen kids react, and...
Kids react is the most adorable thing I've ever seen, though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's an interesting thing. I like it. I like the format. But the problem is, reaction videos on YouTube are a thing for a reason.
We have Ratchetness, we have Queenie Martha, we used to have Jinx before people kept shit-talking him, we have Riz Grestar, we have the Reactor. We have over 3,000 React channels on YouTube. And
let us not forget the thing that started them all. The golden thing known as 2 girls, 1 cup.
Oh god, no.
All units, we have a code red.
I refuse to look at that video ever again. I was 13.
There's a worst one, but I'm not gonna say what it is.
Please don't. I'd like a little bit of my humanity left. But still, I don't hate the Fine Bros for what they tried to do. Okay, I think that they were trying to expand their brand. They were trying to create a business. And we've seen a lot of YouTube businesses that have been successful, like Channel Awesome.
And my network of Channel Frederator.
Channel Frederator. But we also have stuff like Rooster Teeth, which is pretty, you know. The Escapist somewhat uses YouTube, but not as much as it used to.
That is comprised to do failure.
But, you know, YouTube YouTube is where a lot of people get their start. YouTube is where we all kind of try to make it into the world of entertainment. And we do it by creating content and hopefully linking up with other businesses. And I get that the Fine brothers were trying to do something where they were going to try and make the React community a business and make it so that these people were getting money. The only problem is they did not think it through, like you said. And I don't hate them for it. It's just like...
when you're trying to do a business practice, you need to think it through.
You need to think about everything that will go wrong. Because everything will go wrong.
It's kind of like this for everyone that doesn't really get the point of reactions. It's kind of like if one day PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, and Markiplier were to just say that one day they're going to get an entire network together for gamers and put a staple on Let's Plays without doing any other follow through about how to do the business, and yet the fallout...
Sony made it, by the way.
Hmm?
Sony's kind of trying to do that, by the way. Just throwing that out there. It's just, we don't hate them for what they did. It's just when you're doing something like this, you have to think about everything.
Mostly because it's a multifaceted platform with so many people that want to do things. Like, Anna does MMDs, she does lip sync videos, she does Let's Plays, and she's gonna do reviews. I do voice acting, I do music, I do reviews, and I do speed drawings. If people were to do stuff that Fine Bros are doing for reactions to what we're doing, we would have a problem because this is what we're doing for a slight living in order to make sure the process keeps going forward with stuff. We don't need people just openly saying without real good practice, we're building this just because we want a staple on it and you have to pay us something that you do for your own style. Sure, you have good practices with it, but you didn't think it through for everyone that has their own unique facilities, their own unique systems, their own unique practices with their own format. You need to think it over in a more productive adult manner, in a very adult-like situation, and plan it out like a business person rather than just a standard YouTuber if you're going to do a practice like this.
The other thing too with this is it reminds me of Machinima a lot. Yes, who will not be named. It makes me think of that practice because think about just the model of Machinima. They take a channel like mine or yours, which is really small because we don't have like 1 million subscribers or anything. Our channels are still... Yeah, not yet. Someday. But we're just starting out. We're kind of small. And so we're trying to get out there. We're trying to get our stuff out there. Machinima takes channels that are small like that, takes them, puts them, kind of on a pedestal, and takes a good chunk of their profits away from the creators. And that's kind of how React World came off to me. It came off as, we'll give you the things that you need so that you can become successful, but we get a cut of the profit. And yeah, that's just, those pennies add up. And at the end of the day, it would be the Fine Bros who were getting the money, and it wouldn't exactly be the reviewers or the reactors. And like they said in that 100% honest video of Machinima, which you all should go check out Gaming Wildlife's video, link somewhere in the description, definitely. You just need to put your stuff out there, monetize it, try and make your own channels and connections, like what me and Vince have done. We've tried to make our own networks and our connections between each other and made videos, and it's going to take a lot more time that way, but it's worth it in the long run. Just saying. Any thoughts from you, man?
The only thought I have is, throughout all that I've ever heard for the arguments for the Fine Bros, if they were to take the time to just ease everyone into it instead of just openly announcing it on the spot and just building up saying, we're doing this and we're going to do it in steps to release it at this certain date, it could have gone a lot better. But Instead, when you try to rush into a big project, this goes up to all baby YouTubers, because I've learned this a long time ago from the news thing I did back in 07, 08. When you're doing bigger projects where you're just like rushing in to just get it out because you think it's a smart idea, nothing will ever pan out as you want it. If you do, you'll crash and burn like how the Fine Bros are, who are still declining from subscribers. Like, there's literally a website counter declining their sub count from all the people still angry at this whole Fallout situation. So,
and I will say one. Oh, go on.
Go ahead.
I will say one thing though. They have responded to the criticism in a way that I think is actually very good. They've come out and said, you know, we're sorry. We didn't intend this. We didn't really think this through. And we weren't trying to be malicious at all. We are really sorry. But you can't know that we weren't malicious, and we understand that, but we hope that we can gain your trust back. That, to me, was the right reaction to have to all this. Sorry. Bad joke. But, you know, they did come out and say, we're sorry. We're going to try and gain your trust back. And I think that was the right reaction. You know, and maybe it'll make them learn, like, yeah, let's look over every single possibility before we jump right in.
Yeah.
So, you got anything else to say about the Fine Bros?
All I can say is they were comprised for failure. After all, that son was a liar. This isn't my reaction world. He knows what he did. As you can see, people, I enjoy doing parody voices. Sometimes I like to impersonate Purple Eyes for the win. There we go, cross out that reference.
I'm sorry, I'm just... Yeah.
Expect that voice for Annabelle's channel for her intros and outros.
Pretty much, man. Well, I got nothing else to say on the Fine Bros. If you got anything else to add?
All I can say is here's our thoughts in a nutshell. True love does not exist unless it is built up from the ground up. Dick pics are annoying, and Fine Bros, hope you have a lesson learned.
Other than that, I'd love to say thanks for watching the video, guys. I hope that you guys are having a good day. Definitely come and subscribe to my channel, and come and subscribe to Vince's channel. We're both very great creators, and he does wonderful work.
I also tend to do SBO the Chameleon on my channel sometimes, and build corgis from Sonic Heroes.
And you'll just see me rant a lot about bullshit that bugs me. Other than that, thanks Vince for doing this video with me. I really appreciate it. I hope that we can do more of these in the future.
Oh, no problem. I'm gonna send it to you as soon as we're done filming this. That
awesome.
way you can edit on your thing to make it all spectacular.
And I'm probably going to add some really cool music and make it look awesome, because that's me.
But no, read the disclaimer. We are not professionals. We are simply content creators.
Also, we're like 20.
If you got a problem, come at me, bro!
Yeah, go after him. I'm just the little wise little Lita. I can't do anything.
I am going to have so much fun with this voice.
Yeah. Well, I think that's a wrap, man. I don't have anything else to say.
So how do you want to end this? Do you want me to do it in the voice, or do you want to just end it all classy?
Oh, let's just do the voice. What about us? We just talked about dick pics. What's classy?
Alright.
Well then, for all of you that enjoyed this, I hope you all think that it was wonderful. After all, me father was a rubber band, and me mother was a test tube, and they named me Monkey D. Luffy. They hated me. And also, if you feel so inclined, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and if you do, where's Cody? And also, where's Mr. Fluffykins? I miss my dancing seal.
Thanks, guys.